Do you have them then? Oh yes, these leaves are perfect! The tea I can brew from these leaves, well, I am not even sure of all of its properties. Now it is time for you to repay my generosity. The secrets of the angry earth are not lightly shared, and I have need of your strength. No? You do not wish to slash, burn, and loot? Is that not what your kind does? No matter. You must defeat a dryad named Saren. It's a long and tiresome tale. But if you insist, I will tell it to you. After you have fought Saren and brought me his akin. is gone, and you have restored the true order here. If you wish it, you have earned the whole truth. Mind your manners, human. Before Saren, I was guardian of the Azoth tree. With him gone, and a powerful brew of tea, I can assume my proper form and place.
Potent alkahest. Perfect, perfect. I did not think anyone else would consider the plight of the lost. But you have. Thank you.
There is something different about you, I think. You were touched somehow by the tree, weren't you? Don't worry, I won't pry. We want to remove the curse from Aeternum, and now we have the waters. All that remains is some token to prove the Grand Vigilant has also answered for his crimes. I believe your friend Galahad knows where to find him. I will go on to Aeternum and make preparations. See you there soon, I hope.
The alchemist is clearly gifted in some Vestal fashion. You've done well partnering with her. My tidings are less inspiring. No sign of Grand Vigilant Umberto in the fen, but a clue guided me to find him back here. After all we've learned, I presumed Umberto had long since fallen lost. It would have been a just fate. But no. I confronted him myself, and to my horror, his humanity has somehow been preserved. Did he? I will refrain from commenting on that practice out of respect, but Umberto must be called to answer for his crimes. If the heart gem protects him, it must be destroyed, though I cannot be the one to do it. The wretch has been hiding out all this time, and when I accosted him, he sealed himself inside the sanctum at Vigil's stand. Break in there, defeat him, and take his heart gem. I will await your return. Godspeed, my friend.
Not repent, nor will I fall. You, whose soul will be forfeit. Righteous will always return. I will not repent, nor will I. You, whose soul will be forfeit. Will always return.
It is done, then. The tragic tale of the once brave Brother Umberto finally draws to a close. I am grateful to you, my friend, for helping me atone for my part in all this. We will never know if I might have prevented these atrocities. You are kind to say so. And indeed, we must look forward, never back. Speaking of which, I gather you and Ionas now seek to remove the curse on Care Done and claim it for the Soul Wardens. I suppose that's fitting. I must apologize. I judged the Wardens unfairly. Perhaps during the Crimson Madness, but most certainly now. You've proven the Order is honorable and strong. With a corrupted returning, I salute your courage in facing it. I will return to Calvary and seek other ways I can help restore the Brightwood. Perhaps Pennyfather will have grown a spine by now. Either way, I will find some way to serve. I'm not sure I have it in me to face the Crimson Menace once more. This business with Umberto has left me feeling my true age. I will have to consider the offer carefully. And then, perhaps I shall join you at Care Done.
Oh, marvelous. The rushing water, the way the sunlight glints through the trees. Yes, I can work with this. Now that you've marked these locations in my map, I have to get my paints in order. But it wouldn't do to get all ready to start, only to be missing the correct shade of blue. There's something to be said about the energy in moving water. The way it draws your eye and catches it. The power that just leaps off the canvas and fills a room. How dynamic it makes an image. How alive you feel when seeing it. How it moves, even when still. I can already tell these waterfalls will be bestsellers. I'm going to need more locations. Yes! There are so many located in Grey Vale. It is a painter's paradise. I could use your discerning eye to find more waterfalls for my paintings. These are magnificent. Thank you for marking their locations on my map. I can only hope my waterfall paintings are able to compete with what is already out there. I'm not the only landscape painter on Aeternum. Painter Cole is already famous for her Bear in Meadow and Mountain Dawn paintings, which are popular in the settlements. Waterfalls are thrilling indeed, but I also like to paint more tranquil landscapes. There's nothing quite as soothing as staring at a placid lake. Don't you agree? Nah, I've decided that my next collection of paintings will be of the local lakes. Something restful to the eye and calming to the soul. They are certain to be popular. I'll paint them too. I need to paint all of them in order to keep up with that overachiever, Cole. Please, find 3 inspiring lakes where you can place my easel. The locations you have chosen fit perfectly within the landscape, like a slice of sky fallen to the ground. Painting these lakes will be a joy, and Cole hasn't painted anything like them yet. No. I will be the first to paint these lakes. Soon, my name will be known as the Painter of Lakes and Waterfalls. Thank you for marking these in my map. I can't wait to get to work.
Welcome back, Warden. If I had known the difficulty in claiming the fortress, I might have thought twice. However, I understand it was Umberto's actions that cursed these grounds, and somehow he was the last one standing? It seems his soul was tormented, and perhaps that drove him to make poor decisions. This island eventually makes fools of us all. Come, though. Speak with the young lady. She has made all kinds of preparations.
You were just in time to interrupt Jonas sharing another tale of your exploits. Not that I wasn't enjoying them, of course. But I'm keen to take a shot at removing this curse. Assuming you have the heart gem. Are you ready? Keep in mind, this isn't an exact science, but whatever bad deeds the Vigil performed here, the worst of them were in the Undercroft. I've anointed the entrance with pure Azoth water and placed the sigils. Take Umberto's heart gem into the Undercroft and destroy it. If what I'm hearing is true, and it protects some part of the soul, you may face some resistance. Bottom line, he must answer for what he did.
My soul will not be so easily vanquished.
I must admit, I really wasn't sure this would work. But look at this place! I'd say it's as pristine as the day it was built. You and I make a good team. Funny, Jonas said the same and Galahad's on board. So I think I might allow myself to go along with the flow. Speaking of, I didn't push you on this before, but something happened to you at the Azoth tree, didn't it? I told you that tree had power, didn't I? Its wisdom is directing you, of course, telling you what to do next. I think Galahad mentioned a sorceress with a purple eye. Maybe we need to find her. Ask him about it.
You've done well, young one. As menacing as that corrupted army and Great Cleave may be, I believe we are safe here. I will maintain my focus on recruiting and training new Soul Wardens to defend the place. You, on the other hand, have no such luxury. You've been quiet, but I can tell the voice of the Tempest still speaks to you. You are connected through the pure Azoth you were exposed to, and corruption strive to claim it. It means you have been imbued with a power that exceeds my understanding, and it makes you both a target and a threat to the enemy. I do not envy the destiny that lies before you, nor do I know where it leads. I will not pretend to understand such things as the Azoth tree, but neither will I deny its primal power. You should heed the vision as Son suggested. Ask Galahad about this mysterious sorceress with the purple eye.
It seems Providence has already seen fit to verify I made the right choice in coming. I hear this talk of the sorceress with the purple eye, and I believe we have another quest to undertake together. Yes, though I know her by another name, the corpse crone of Weaver's Fen. I have doubts about her existence, but Mayor Pennyfather in Calvary's obsessed. Go and hear his account, and then meet me on the road to the Fen.
You again? Oh, no, please. I have nothing more to confess. You've already exposed my secret shame, and I understand you managed to lure Son away on some crazy enterprise. What more can you take from me? The corpse crone? Don't say that name so loudly, lest she be summoned. She is the true cause of all this darkness in Brightwood. Indeed, I have written an account. Just read it for yourself and know the horrors she wrought. Long ago, a witch crept into the eastern fens. This was the corpse crone, and she cast a wicked spell. The deadly hex spread like a sickening plague. The island's immortality was twisted and made obscene. The curse of the lost would haunt our lands. The people sought salvation from this plague. Desperate, we believed conviction our only course. We discovered the soulless could hide amongst us. Committing them to the cold earth was the only answer. Eventually, the crone's purpose became clear. Her hex would bind the restless lost to her will. To this day, her foul curse lingers. Until her evil can be forever extinguished. There now. You know the full story. Whatever terrible deeds you attribute to the Bright Vigil, they were victims too. Tell me, though, do you mean to track down the vile crone and hold her to account? Be wary then, nosy traveler. Weaver's Fen is a foul territory, ridden with sickness and despair. All the crone's doing, no doubt. I wish you luck, though. Or perhaps a miracle. You'll need it, I fear.
You've heard Pennyfather's sordid tale, have you? I do not give that man's story much credence. Neither do I have any desire to meet this sorceress. Such types cannot be trusted, in my experience. We've come this far, and discovering the truth about the source of the lost plague seems wise. But there's a great deal of ground to cover, and little time, if the corrupted are as strong as they seem. Careful not to give too much credit to the Azoth tree. Nature here does not always align with humanity's best interests. If she exists, I suspect, however, the corpse crone may be hiding secrets of significant power. There's a stalwart knight named Sir Britmar who once protected the Fen. If she remains, I shall request her aid in this venture. Meanwhile, the crone's curse began in Perryville, so I suggest you search there. Do be careful.
Oh, hello! Perfect timing. I'm Nali, the architect. You've probably seen my work in the Ebonscale settlement. Say, do me a favor. Take a look at this bridge and tell me, how old do you think it is? Yes, exactly. These stones have been here as long as anyone can remember. If we can learn how the ancient architects reinforced these structures, imagine what we could accomplish. So, I have a theory. If my assessment is correct, this bridge is over 10,000 years old. I simply must get my hands on some samples to prove it. Could you help me with that?
It's quiet out there. Far too quiet. I fear the worst for my companions. They should have arisen by now. Have you perchance seen anyone in attire like mine along the road? I expected as much. Blast. My companions and I are shadow hunters. We formed a band called the White Skulls to hunt the corpse crone and her many abominations. We were chasing such a monster when my companions and I were slain. A brute known as the Denier. He's easily twice my height and thick as a bull. I would not dare face him again alone, but there is a bounty to collect if you are brave enough to bring back proof of his demise. Interested? He was once our brother. Alas, this terrible fate so often awaits the Chrome's many victims. Here, your bounty as promised. If you bested the Denier, then perhaps you can be of further use. My comrades and I chose this as a meeting point in the event our hunt was unsuccessful. They still haven't returned. If you bested the Denier, then unfortunately I must assume the worst. Joan and Marcus had only recently joined our hunt. It's possible they lacked the fortitude to withstand such a harrowing death. Call me sentimental, but blood and toil have a way of bonding people. Search Periville for any sign of their resurrection or unfortunate demise. Return them to me if you can. And if the worst has happened, reclaim their white skull bands for me.
Flowers referenced in the ancient tablets quickly proved a waste of time. Whatever reason the ancients cultivated, it was not to defend against the things of malice. Conversely, the mushrooms seemed to offer some promise. I was able to infuse them with the Azoth from the ruins, and the mushroom's luminescence dims when in the presence of corruption. Desperate as they are, it was not difficult to convince them I was here to drink the mushroom. Though, the fact they were gathered from the ruins. Whether the serum's effective remains to be seen. Finally, my efforts have yielded results. I have exposed several volunteers to corruption. And while the mixture may still require some fine-tuning, it's clear that it works. With some caveats. Unfortunately, I noticed right away that the cure somehow deadened the volunteer senses and seemed to lose their ability to communicate. Later, their eyes began to glow with a chilling Azoth blue, and they eventually became completely non-responsive. The villagers have taken to calling them lost, and their condition seems to be irreversible. I am convinced that with a few more tests, I can eliminate these disappointing side effects. But, of course, I am now having great difficulty recruiting more volunteers. Even Britmar is having doubts. Damn it all. The situation here in Perryville is deteriorating by the hour. It seems one of the lost somehow passed their condition onto a family member who had not been a volunteer. I offered to assess and treat the poor woman, but I was met with nothing but anger and fury. Everyone seems to have forgotten that this effort is in pursuit of protection against a far greater evil. With a few further tests, I am certain I can perfect the cure, and perhaps even find a remedy. If I am to find more volunteers, however, it will not be here. Brittmar is helping to pack up all of my equipment and research, and we will leave this town of fools in the morning. Oh, good riddance.
Mahabanti! at a loss for words, traveler. This emblem was a bond of brotherhood. It is a symbol of our commitment to the hunt. Well, this is grim, isn't it? Am I the only one left? No. Ruiz founded the White Skulls. He was a shadow hunter of unshakable resolve. He would not leave me like this. You have already risked so much. It pains me to ask for your aid again. For what it's worth, I know where to find him. At the site of his most grim demise. Karborg. It was there he sought to pass judgment over the crone herself, and paid for it with his life. Without hope, only horror remains. When you enter the town square, you'll know where to find him.
Let it be hereby known that the Shadow Hunters of Karberg are offering a reward for anyone providing information that leads to the capture of the corpse crone. The foul sorceress has dark hair and a pale, violet scar in place of a missing eye. She was last seen fleeing her home in Periville, but it is believed that she remains in hiding somewhere in Weaver's Fen. Let it be further known that anyone who harbors or abets the crone shall be held to equal account for her crimes, and shall be subject to the same sentence.
I hope you had better luck than I, my friend. The legacy of the corpse crone seems to have claimed every town in this region. The only thing I've learned about Sir Britmar is that she departed from this area in some haste. You found the crone's grimoire. Quite an important clue. Filled with records of her vile conjurations, no doubt. But if it makes mention of Britmar, then I should very much like to study it further. Though the Bright Vigil never came this far east, it seems there were those who sought to hold the crone accountable for her crimes. I presume you saw the posters. These shadow hunters gathered in Karberg. Perhaps. I've just come from searching Britmar's home there. The crone's curse swept through Karberg like a hurricane. It appears the entire town fell lost in hours, and the curse still haunts the streets like a contagion. Very well. I should spend time studying this journal for clues to the crone's fate, and that of the brave and loyal Britmar. Learn what you can in Karberg, and then meet me on the town's outskirts. Light be with you, Warden.
Looking for me.
Yes. We won't allow you to profane this place with your foul...
Enough! I don't have time for your ignorance.
Transpired here. Corruption is truly the least of the evils this island has to offer.
This journal tells more lies than truths. I simply cannot believe Britmar would support this foul sorcery. What did you learn in Carberg? Did the hunters manage to apprehend the crone? She cursed an entire town. Such power rivals the magic of even Mirrodin himself. Perhaps That explains Britmar as well. Yes, surely the crone had ensorcelled my brave friend. That must be it. The only place that hasn't fallen lost in this dreadful swamp is the ramshackle settlement of Twillen. I should like to go there and inquire after Britmar. I cannot rest until I find an explanation for all this. If the journal is to be believed, the crone spent centuries studying the ancient ruins in the Fen. That is undoubtedly where she acquired her power. The last entry makes specific mention of the ruins at Vega Bridge. That makes sense. I hope you find answers. I hope we learn the crone ultimately faced justice for what she did. I will go on to Twillen and inquire about both Britmar and the crone. I'll await you there.
Am I truly all that remains? Ruiz and I had such plans. We intended to hunt terrors in the Shadowlands of Duravos. How cruel is fate, that I should live to see him become a monster like those we fought so hard to destroy. Time will tell, traveler. They found their final death, and yet I survive. I will never forget what you did today. I'll try to rebuild the White Skulls to carry on in their memory. Take care, friend.
Look at this beautiful basalt you've brought me! I wonder where the ancients sourced it from? Now, let's see about that aging. Wait, that can't be right. Well, this is puzzling. Judging by the level of erosion, sediment layers, and my chemical analysis, these stones could be several orders of magnitude older than I first guessed. It defies the imagination. I need another sample from a newer site to be certain. Master Ting Long once theorized that the bridge that spans the marshes was built in a more recent era. Could you bring me samples from South Vega Bridge for comparison?
Finally, a traveler along the road. I'm Dr. Leonie Roggeveen. My wife Nora and I, we work as a team. We're here to see what we could dig up in these ruins, to study. We're antiquarians, numismatists, scholars, you see. Likewise, I was wondering if you might be able to help me. You see, Nora and I like to play a little game to pass the time. She hides herself and leaves clues for me to find amongst these relics, brain teasers and the like. Yes, But not how you imagine. I was looking for her latest clue at North Vega Bridge when something awoke the Guardians. I don't fight. Could you find the clue and bring it back to me? Check inside the coffers and chests.
Takes a certain kind to travel through the fen.